What's up, Internet COVID Nation? Welcome to bout number 7. We only have 2 more to go, and then we will let you know. Well, we will start round 2. Anyways, bout number 7 is J. Alejandro versus Mecca Miles. So watch these two poets. I will give you instructions on how to vote at the end of these two poets. And let us know who you want to see make it to the next round. The winner of this bout will go against the winner of the Ashley versus Diamond bout, which will be our last bout of round 1. So we're almost done with round 1. Thank you all for all your support, for sharing the videos, for voting, for watching, for all that stuff. But anyways, find a place to sit, get comfortable, relax, do what you have to do to get comfortable, and enjoy the first poet. It is J. Alejandro.
I think I'm just sober enough to appreciate what a cold severed shackles allow us a peaceful end, and where the day ends, consumption begins. You see, an ice cold, long neck beer never broke my heart. A drunken delusion, perhaps? Maybe I'm paralyzed by analysis, desensitized by my desire to drink, or perhaps I'm just done with the daily news, instilling fear, promoting political propaganda while COVID is at work progressively killing us. Invisible. You see, our enemies have always been invisible, haunting us with their judgmental eyes, their cautious brows, and I can remember that as far back as I can think. And I wish I didn't remember. I wish I didn't remember the cold pressed cuff severing circulation, the mere difference between living through the flu and dying from it. Invisible enemies are why there's a lack of affordable health care for people like me and you, from Texas to Michigan. So, I I'll just sip one for the day and I'll drip two for the culture. Put the pints in my palms for peace. And hell, I may not end this drinking binge anytime soon. So as society continues to dumb itself down, you can find me. You can find me getting drunk on poetry or life or virtue or whatever. Drinking and dancing on the porches of their palaces, swinging from their pillars as unbothered as hummingbirds. You can find me in a star, in a clock, in a wave, drinking in a ditch or in my grave. And if you find me and I'm sober enough to stand, buy me another beer, man, but please don't touch my hand.
And that was J. Alejandro, ladies and gentlemen, and his poem. If you like what you hear, remember that name and then figure out how to spell it. It's easy. And then email it to us if you like that poem better than this next poem. So, anyways, stay comfortable, stay doing whatever you're doing, and watch this next poet. It is Mecca Miles.
Remember that I am thy creature. I ought to be thy Adam, but instead I am the fallen angel whom thou drivest from joy for no misdeed. My favorite novel is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And I don't know whether it's because I relate more to the scientist or to the monster. If in my hubris I create things that I am not ready to take responsibility for, or if I am the thing, being molded together from broken pieces only to be abandoned by the person holding the sewing needle. So the first time I read this book, I immediately questioned who was really the monster here? The man who decided to try to play God only to abandon his own creation, or the creation, looking for love in the embers of that God's embrace. Growing up, I would always see media portray one as the monster and the other as the victim, and I don't know which one I see myself as in this particular situation. If I am an unsuspecting genius simply biting off more than I can chew, or a nameless creature being spat upon merely for wanting to be loved, the monster who watches everything he loves turn ashes under the flame of his own indecision, or the man of science, hypothesizing about just how much he can take, how much one person can lose and still manage to breathe. And I write about love in the same confused way that Shelley writes about monsters. And from that very first time reading Frankenstein, I decided that some monsters deserve to be loved, deserve to be more than nameless beasts known only for the destruction they leave in their wake. And I do not know to this day whether I relate more to the scientist or the monster, because I understand what it is to look at something of you, by you, from you, and find it impossible to love. But I still seem to be the only monster that I find it impossible to love. It's always been so easy to fall in love with dead things with the hunger for my blood than it has to fall in love with my own reflection. And I wonder if that says more about the creation or the creator, if it says more that someone is willing to give birth to something only to abandon it, or more that that thing did not end at all the moment it had a chance.
And that was Mecca Miles. And those are our two poets for this round, for this bout, not for this round. J. Alejandro versus Mecca Miles. Decide which one you like the best. Email me and Dominique. We are counting, and she made these awesome spreadsheets on which we are recording all the scores, including your comments and your heckles, to PuroSlam Poetry, PuroSlamPoetry @gmail.com, and let us know who you want to win. And that's it, man. Thanks a lot. Subscribe to this channel so you get notifications when the next bout goes up. We are going to be on IGTV also, starting in round 2, so that's pretty exciting. But, we'll also still be here, so just come here and watch us. But anyways, thank you, poets. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Internet. Everybody stay safe, wash your hands, social distance, all that stuff. Good night and good luck. Hey, I forgot to say who won the last two bouts. So the winner of the George Lee versus Jinx bout was George Lee. So he will go on to the next round to compete against the winner of the Rooster versus J.R. Estrada bout. And the winner of that was Rooster. So J.R. Estrada and Rooster will compete in the round of 8 in the next round. So that's it. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. All right, guys, good night and good luck.